welcome back to 3moons Gaming. My name is 3moons. Again, today we're going to be doing something totally different. We're not even going to be playing Minecraft in this video. What I am going to do is I'm going to go over some of the things that I have in my arsenal of equipment that I use to play Minecraft. Well, first and foremost, I have dual monitors. One of them is actually a television set. That's a 26-inch television screen. The other one is a Samsung 19-inch screen. And that's the one I put all my schematics on, is the Samsung. Play the game on the 26-inch screen. I have a G510S gaming keyboard that I use. They don't make it anymore, so I don't know if you can find them anymore or not, but I like it. It's a pretty good gaming keyboard for a gaming keyboard. I have a Azza tower for my computer. My CPU is water cooled, and my computer runs super cool. I could leave this thing running 24 hours a day and it doesn't put out any heat. And I've actually had it in an enclosed room where it should have generated some heat, but it just did not do it. Been running now I've had this computer since 2015, and it's still running like a scalded dog, like someone just smacked it and said run. So it's really a good machine. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull up something here. I'm going to show you what's in my machine as it's running right now. My machine has the AMD FX 9590 8-core processor in it. The base speed for this thing is a 4 gigahertz. It's one socket. It says it's got 4 cores, but that's what it's registering. I guess it's 4 cores, but it's actually 8 cores, 8 logical processors on board, and it's running on a normal basis anywhere between 2 and 4 gigahertz at a normal rate without having to do a whole terrible lot. It just runs. I am running a GPU Nvidia GeForce GT630 card, and that's my video card, which allows me to do the dual monitors. It's running pretty good. It doesn't never give me any trouble, and I would recommend to anybody that if they had a chance to go ahead and set up a system, look into AMD's cards, AMD cores and stuff, because the AMD processor, to me, and this is my own personal opinion, the AMD processor is made for gaming. The Intel processor does a lot of business stuff, wonderful. I recommend them 100% for business. And that's only because of the fact that they run processes on that card, or on that processor, that like computations and things like that are really super good on that, whereas on the AMD it's a little bit different. And I really love my AMD processor here. I was torn between an AMD and an Intel, and I kept studying and studying and studying, so I wound up going the AMD route. When I went the AMD route, I can't fault it at all. Like I said, I built this system myself in 2015, and here it is 2021, and it's still running. And it's not lagging, it's not running slow. I do all my video recording on this machine. I do all my gaming on this machine. So it's a great machine. All my fans on my computer are the largest fan you can get for them, because it was my first real good build. It was the first one I ever really built with super good equipment. So, I went ahead and I built everything to the max. I was like, if this thing will hold 16 gigs of RAM, I want 16 gigs of RAM in it. If it will hold terabyte upon terabyte upon terabyte of hard drives, I want them in there. I had 8 terabytes of hard drives in this machine at one time. Now I'm down to 2 because one of them failed, and the other one I wiped it and gave it to a friend who needed a hard drive. So, and I still got plenty of space. And the Wi-Fi on this thing, I have a wireless Wi-Fi card on it, so I don't have to hardwire in. I can hardwire in if I want to. If I wanted to, we could run a wire from here into where our router is, which is just on the other side of the wall that I'm facing, and it would, it would stop some of the lag with all the other people in the house. But I don't want to have to run a wire throughout the house to plug in when I've already got a wireless card in this machine. Why not use it? But other than that, this machine has been a wonderful machine. It's lasted me, like I said, from 2015. I built it in like January or February of 2015, and this machine has been an absolute dream. And if I have to build another one, it's going to be along the lines of this one. I'll probably keep the case, and I'll probably, depending on situation, I'll probably keep the water cooling system for the CPU, and I'll probably just buy another board, a bigger board next time, because this one's a little bit small for what I wanted, but it was all I was willing to put out money-wise at that time. In total cost, I've got tied up in this machine, probably, I'm going to say, at about $2,500, about $2,500 is what I had tied up in it. I have a surround sound card in it, which powers my creative surround sound system for the computer, which has a bass on it. I like them when they have a bass system, because when I want to watch a movie, I can hear all the bass in the movie because it plays it for me. The next step is to get myself a Bluetooth system for this unit, so that I can go Bluetooth with headphones, Bluetooth with microphones, with mice, and with a keyboard next time. But, and I know what a lot of people are going to say. Sounds like you want to go to an Apple. I'm so tempted to go to an Apple, but I'm also limited on an Apple as to some of the things that I can and cannot do. Okay? I say that from experience, because I was an Apple senior advisor for Mac Plus support, and I reached the point to where, yes, I love Macs are great, and I've never played on a Mac because I use it for work, but I'm tempted to buy a Mac. I'll be honest with you, but it's not going to replace this machine. This machine, to me, is a great machine. As you see, if you're watching the speed, it's 20% utilization, but yet it's running at 3.9, 3.8, 3.9 out of a 4 gig base, speed. It's running pretty doggone quick, and it's doing it fast. This machine's been up and running now for 15 solid hours, because I turn it off every night to conserve electricity, and that's just the way it is. And the other thing about this machine is I have the power supply for this machine is an 1100 watt power supply, and I got that so to power the the water cooling system and all the fans in it. If I could put a fan in there, I put a fan in it. If there was a slot for a fan, it got a fan. There was no wasting no time with just a few fans. I had loaded it down. Some of these fans make colors. I didn't care for that, but, hey, that's cool by me. They make colors. Whoopee-doo. At least I can look at it and say, well, it's running, because it's got colors going on where it's supposed to have colors. And that kind of, is a good indicator that your machine's still running. Now, if you want something like this, if you want me to spec out a system for you like this, you can reach out to me at Mr3moons at gmail.com. And that is Mr3moons at gmail.com. So if you decide you want to try to, have me custom build you something, now I will tell you, if we're custom building you a system, you're going to have to prepay for that system up front. I do not do it on credit, because of the fact that it's you know, I could be stuck with a machine that I really didn't need or want, and then I've got to try to sell this machine to recoup my losses. So if you want me to build you one, you would have to actually prepay for it. But if you just want me to come up with specs for one for you, I'll come up with specs for you and send you the specs for free of charge. I mean, that's no big deal. I'll send it to you in a heartbeat. You want to know what kind of monitor, you want any information like that, you just let me know. It's Mr3moons@gmail.com, and I will happily assist you with that problem. But for now, I want to say thank you for joining me here on 3 Moons Gaming. My name is 3 Moons, and you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye bye.